Farewell.
Hey, I just got to top 500, then I've been spamming a lot of Psylocke. I just wanted to make a short guide on how to play her because I think she's not that hard to get the hang of and she's really fun to play. Alright, so the first thing to talk about is what you should be doing as Psylocke. So there's two things really. You either flank or you hit tanks. Most of the time you're gonna be looking for a flank, especially if they got high value characters like Moon Knight and Punisher. But there will be times where the enemy team plays very together and it's kind of impossible to flank because they instantly react and CC you. So in those types of games, I mean, you probably should swap off from Psylocke, but if you don't want to, then you can just hit tanks. Psylocke hits tanks really hard. It's kind of like Reaper from Overwatch a little bit. Now I will tell you the combo you should be using. When the game first came out, there was a combo going on with the melee attack after your left click. But I feel like the melee attack is just way too slow and very situational. You're most of the time not going to do this. Most of the time you're just gonna do this.
Step aside.
That's what you're doing in 99% of situations.
The enemy has arrived.
Unless you don't need your dash, in which case, very simple, you're just doing this. That's simple. Okay, so next up I'm going to be telling you how to engage with ulti. It's very simple. You just want to do come out of stealth, do one dash, ult, and then dash out. Unless you need two dashes, there will be some rare situations in which you need to use both dashes and then ult, but most of the time you don't want to do that because then you will be vulnerable after ulting.
Out of sight. Step aside. The enemy has arrived.
Yeah, that's
Your
basically what
day
you're going to be
ends,
doing
demon.
most of the time. You're going to be doing that. Okay, next up, it's pretty important to learn where the health packs are and the map layout, because if you don't, then you're going to be having a lot of issues. When I first started playing Psylocke, a big issue I was having is not dashing in the right direction because I didn't know the maps. So if you dash in the right spot, maybe in a room where you're just stuck there, and then you're gonna die, so you really need to know where you're dashing. On a character with 250 HP like Moon Knight, you can actually kill him in 3 pellets and 1 right click.
Did that hurt? Good. Out of sight.
Remember that your footsteps are very loud when you use your stealth, so you really need to be playing with your cooldowns and be ready to actually go close to the enemy before you stealth, because if you don't do that, they will hear you and react. It's best to use your stealth when the AI are fighting your team, and then there will be a lot of noise and it will be very hard for them to tell you're
Here they come
behind
now.
because they're already hearing so many random sounds from your teammates. Psylocke's right click first goes to your cursor and before returning to you. So one thing you can do is you can hit multiple people with the return of your right click if you position your cursor in the right way.
You lose, demon.
Double kill!
That's really, Psylocke is pretty simple to get the hang of. The really hard part about her is really the aiming. You're gonna be aiming with these pellets is very tough when you fight very skilled opponents, and you will really feel it as you climb to the ranks. But one thing I recommend is this kind of crosshair that offers you some extra visibility. I do like it for Psylocke. You don't have to use it. I'll leave it in the description if you want this crosshair. And yeah, that's it.